Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्ण everyone. So today is Sunday, 8th of October. It is Ashwini Masa or Padmanabha Masa, Sukla Paksham and Dasimi Tithi. So there are no Vaishnavins today. So we shall quickly enter into Srimad Bhagavatam. So Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, so conversations between Dharani and Dharma, when they are happening, so Parikshit Maharaj, he has traveling, when he was in travel to conquer the world, to punish the miscreants and to protect the devotees. So he was going around the world. At that time, he came to the place where the Saraswati river, which is flowing towards the eastern direction. So at that time, so these conversations are happening between Dharani and Dharma. So yesterday we have seen Kava Saheta Vedaham Purushottamasya Prema Avaloka Ruchirasmita Valgu Jalpaihi Stairim Samana Maharat Samanam Aharat Madhumaninam Romotsavo Mama Yadangri Vitankitayaha. So and Tayorevam Katayatoho Prithvi Dharmayo Tata Parikshanama Rajashihi Praptaha Prachim Saraswatim. So Dharani was talking about her lamentation. Krishna, when he was here, he was so pleasingly laughing and talking very heartily. Likewise, she is remembering everything. And Krishna's loving exchanges between himself and his queens and also the gopis. It is very with his sweet hearts, he was conquering all of their hearts. And now that Krishna is now out of sight, he is no more. When he was here, 125 years, his footprints are always on top of my surface. So because of that, Romotsavamama Yadangri Vitankitayaha. Always Roma Ankitam or Roma Uchavam. So Uchavam is the festival. So the hair is standing. What is the hair? Here all the grass, the green grass is always just standing on it, very flourishing. Mama Yadangri Vitankitayaha, because Krishna's lotus feet imprinted on my surface. Romotsava. Likewise, Dharani was remembering and also she was also happy but inside, but she is lamenting in separation from Krishna. Likewise, she was talking to Dharani. Tayorevam katayatoho prithvi dharmayo tada parikshinama rajashihi praptaha pratim saraswatim. So with that, 16th chapter is completed. So just we'll have a just introduction to 17th chapter, but we will continue from tomorrow. So after that, Sloka Goswami is further saying that this 17th chapter name is punishing the Kali and also giving benedictions to Kali by Parikshit Maharaj. So the chapter name. So punishment and reward of Kali. So this is Sutta Goswami is saying further. Tatra gomitunum raja hanyamanam anadavat dandahastam cha vrushalam dadrushe drupalanchanam. So when Parikshit has come to that place and he has observed Tatra Gomitunum Raja Go Mitunam. So Go is the cow and also Vrushabam. That is Dharma, the mother earth, and Dharma in the form of cow and bull. Tatra Gomitunum Raja Hanyamanam Anatavat Hanyamanam, and they were beaten by Anatavat, just like there are no owner for this cow and bull because they are just like anathas. In such a way, they were beaten by Dandahastam cha Vrushalam, Dandahastam cha Vrushalam. So he was having a person who is having a danda, a big stick, and Vrushalam is the person who belongs to the lower caste. Dandahastam cha Vrushalam, a person belongs to the lower caste, taking a danda, and he is trying to Hanyamanam Anatavat. He was beating mother cow and also Dharma. Dadrushe Drupalanchanam. And the king Parikshit, he has seen Drupalanchanam, a Sudra who is belonging to the lower caste. He is appearing like a Drupa, Lanchanam, just Lanchan, Drupalanchanam. He is not a Drupa, but Lanchanam. Appearing just like a king, but he is not a king. So Parikshit has seen the person who belongs to the lower caste of the society, but he is dressed as a king, taking the stick and beating cow and a bull. Just that there are no owners for this cow and bull. Tatra gomitunum raja hanyamanam anatavat dandahastam cha vrushalam dadrushe drupalanchanam. The translation for this one. After reaching that place, Maharaja Parikshit observed that a lower caste Sudra, dressed like a king, was beating a cow and a bull with a club, as if they had no owner. So likewise, Sudha Goswami is further saying, and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The principal sign of the age of Kali is that lower caste Sudras, that is men without Brahminical culture and spiritual initiation, will be dressed like administrators or kings, and the principal business of such non-Kshatriya rulers will be to kill the innocent animals, especially the cows and the bulls, who shall be unprotected by their masters. The bona fide Vaishyas, the mercantile community. In the Bhagavad Gita 18.44, it is said that the Vaishyas are meant to deal in agriculture, cow protection, and trade. In the age of Kali, the degraded Vaishyas, the mercantile men, are engaged in supplying cows to slaughterhouses. The Kshatriyas are meant to protect the citizens of the state, whereas the Vaishyas are meant to protect the cows and bulls and utilize them to produce grains and milk. The cow is meant to deliver milk and the bull is meant to produce grains. But in the age of Kali, the Sudra class of men are in the post of administrators, and the cows and bulls are the mothers and the fathers. Unprotected by the Vaishyas are subjected to the slaughterhouses organized by the Sudra administrators. So, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, in this purport, Prabhupada is mentioning how this Varnashrama Dharma is being ruined by all these culprits. People are just like here, that is Kali's influence is happening and spreading all over the people who are Apriti Buddha Chetasam, who are not developed Krishna consciousness. And then they are occupying the post of administrators and the Vaishyas, and they are sending the cows and bulls to the slaughterhouses, and administrators, they are ruining the state affairs. So likewise, Prabhupada is explaining here. And cow is meant to deliver milk to nourish the brain cells of the human so that they will understand the real meaning and purpose of human life. Prabhupada says there is a miraculous proteins within the milk, but when the cow is nourished with love and fed the grass and all those things, then she will give a milk which is needed. And also we understand from the scriptures, so when the person's owner of a cow or bull, if he is not feeling well, they predict beforehand, and when they were going for the grazing in the pasturing grounds, they eat the corresponding grass or the leaves and those things, and then they give the milk, so that milk it would cure the diseases or um, any distresses that the owner is experiencing. In such a way, owner will be benefited unknowingly. It is a science. So mother cow and bull, they are the mother and father. They know how to look after their children. So, but we think that we are the masters of the cow and bull. We are owning it, but actually, mother cow and the bull, they are looking after us. That is the traditions, as it is mentioned here. So in the olden days, everyone used to have the cows and bulls every home, and they only take the cows for the pasturing grounds and bring them home and then feed in the home. Whatever there is no recycling process happening at all. So with my personal experience in the home, when we get the grains and everything, we before we cook the rice, we just wash the rice or we wash the dal, and that water will be captured in a pot, and then within that water, if we just put some kind of salt, and then cow will come and drink those water. And we eat in the all the food in the banana leaves at the end, it will be eaten by the cow is going to give the cow urine and cow dung. Cow dung is used to spread around the home to purify and sanctify the all the nature. And the cow urine is sprinkling within the home so that all the bad elements also go away. There is nothing is going out of it. Everything is inside the home. Even the grass, whatever the grass is going in, growing in the pasturing grounds, we just collect the grass and bring home and then cow eat it. Nothing is going out of the home. There is no waste at all. In a month, even one basket of waste was going out. That was the nature of the. It is a. I have seen practically. I used to take the cows for the pasturing grounds and play there with the children, and then in the coming, and then bring the cows home, and then feed them whatever human doesn't need, all the food items. If we are eating banana peel will be eaten by the cow. Whatever we don't eat it, and cows and bulls they eat it, and then they give whatever we need it. So we are depending on each other. That is the Varnashrama Dharma society. Society starts with the cows. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. And also we give this milk to some of the Brahmanas also sometimes, and there was not money exchanges between all these people. There were different kinds of people like washermen and potters and people who make the metals like into different jewels. There was not money transactions, so they only if a washerman comes, and then what they used to expect, they will expect some kind of rice and curries, that's all. And then they will also get some clothes, used clothes for themselves. That's it, there is no money exchange. Similarly to the potter, all these people, they, even though we do not have enough income, but whatever we eat we share among all these communities. That way that the dharma was going very properly, but due to this modern education, everything is being ruined. That is the age of Kali. And all the people who are educated in the schools, they are Sudras, no Brahminical culture at all. And they're occupying because they spent money to educate, and in order to get that money back, they go into wrong directions. So that is Srila Prabhupada is mentioning in this purport. And here Parikshit, he is observing that Sudra is beating mother cow and the father bull. Tatra gomitunum raja hanyamanam anatavat dandahastam cha vrushalam dadrushe drupalanchanam. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall quickly enter into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. We shall share the screen. So today it is letter to Tamala Krishna, October 13, 1969, Tettenhurst. Can I request any devotees to read this letter?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can I read?
Yes, Mataji, please.
My dear Tamala Krishna, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated October 5th, 1969, and have noted the contents carefully. Regarding your question about Govinda Ganamrita, Govinda is Krishna, and Ganamrita means the nectar of songs. That means anything sung about the activities of Govinda is nectar. You have mentioned that Srila Rupa Goswami has introduced this. Srila Rupa Goswami, assisted by all other Goswamis, have left immense literature for singing about the glories of Govinda. Whatever literature we are presenting following the footsteps of Rupa Goswami and the others, they are also Govinda Ganamrata. So the more Govinda Ganamrata or the glories of Govinda will be spread, the more the nonsense of imperialism and monism will be defeated. It is said, Kaivalya Naistarka. This means the Goswamis deliver us from the danger of being lost in the philosophy of monism. As I write in my prayers to my spiritual master, impersonality calamity thou hast moved. So this imperialism is a calamity for the spiritualist. I understand that you have spent $1,000 to Brahmananda for the press instead of $5,000. So I have completed that $5,000 by sending him another check for $4,000. Whatever you have done is all right, but if you have taken anything from the book fund, you may replace it as soon as possible. I'm so glad to learn that the book fund is doing very well. I think the book fund should be immediately deposited to my savings account, and if need be, I shall pay you again. I'm very glad to learn about the contribution of Mr. Raj Anand. He appears to be a devotee, so deal with him very carefully. Invite him to take prasadam as often as possible. He must be a very nice gentleman to have purchased 100 BGTs for giving freely to his customers. I have seen the agenda of your president's meeting. This is nice. One thing should be followed, however, as your countrymen are more or less independent, spirited, and lovers of democracy, so everything should be done very carefully so that their sentiments may not be hurt. According to Sanskrit moral principles, everything has to be acted taking consideration of the place, audience, and time. As far as possible, the center should act freely but co-jointly. They must look forward to the common development. That should be the principle. You are all intelligent boys and you should be engaged in Krishna's service. Then he will give you all intelligence. So in every action, we should always pray to Krishna for his help so that we may act it nicely. Lord Krishna advised Arjuna, Yuddhavasya mam anusmara. Bhagavad Gita 8.7. That should be our principle. We should use all our intellect as well as possible, and at the same time, we should remember Krishna always. I was very much pleased to hear that Tokyo has so swiftly got a house. Surely, upon Chintamani's joining them, they will get more, further strength in pushing on the movement. I have not heard from you whether you have not received the consignment from Calcutta and all the items in order according to the invoice. I hope to hear in your next letter on this matter. Regarding Murlidhara's painting of Srila Jagannath Das Babaji, there should be no aura around him. I hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you.
Okay, Mataji. Can you take your points, Mataji, from this letter?
Sorry, Prabhu?
Would you like to highlight any points, takeaway points for us?
Um, the first paragraph, it is that Govinda is Krishna, and um, anything we sing glorifying Krishna is nectar, and all the songs what we sing is pure nectar. That was very nice. This is something which stuck to my heart. Also, the third paragraph, third or fourth paragraph, if you could scroll down, is that um, according to the Sanskrit moral principles, everything has to be acted taking consideration of the place, audience, and time. This is also very important for us, especially in this Kali Yuga, where we act, think without uh, thinking once. We just say things which comes to our mind without thinking. So this is so appropriate in today's environment. As such, although we have that we are lovers of democracy and we are free will, but again we have to choose how we um, use our free will. So this is also very important. This is what Srila Prabhupada was trying to say in this particular paragraph. That's what I think. And yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. That's, yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So beautifully summarized with those points. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, dear devotees, any other points you would you like to highlight? Okay, so and also Prabhupada is mentioning people from the like there was a person so who was taking a businessman or gentleman. We need to also um, deal with such kind of people. Mr. Raj Anand, who is purchasing 100 back to God heads. So dealing with such kind of people is also very sensitive. Sometimes there are the many people. Every living entity has got some kind of ego. Either we do not know what it is, how it is inclined towards. So Krishna says that is covered kama yesha krodha yesha rajogun samudbhava. It is covered by so many other things. It may be he may be appearing very good and very nice and very humble, but we do not know what is that kama and krodha for. So because we need to deal with in this material world very carefully. So that is my takeaway point, and everything else Mataji has summarized it beautifully. And one more point is the conjointment work with all other centers. That is my takeaway. And also here Prabhupada mentioning that in the painting of in our Guru Parampara, Srila Jagannath Das Babaji, there should be no aura. So if aura is only applied for the um, Krishna's incarnations and Avadhotas and Panchatattva. So these are only important, but not the um, living entities. Only for the Krishna's expansions, I believe. So there should be no aura around him. The white, the yellowish effulgence coming from behind. Okay, that is my takeaway. Any other comments, dear devotees? If you wanted to highlight anything. Okay, so if it is that, then that is from the Srila Prabhupada's letter. Okay, so if you're all happy, then we shall move on to the next part. So recitation of 16th chapter. Okay, so if reciters are ready, and kindly invoke the prayers, and the first five verses Bhaktini Sakshi Gangaven Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
You're ready? So kindly start.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chapter 16. How Parikshit received the age of Kali. Text 1. Suta Uvacha. Tata Parikshit Dvijavaraya Shikshaya Mahim Mahabhagavata Sashaha Yata hi Sutyam Abhijata Kovitaha Samsadim Vipra Mahad Gunastatha. Translation. Suta Goswami said, O learned Brahmanas, Maharaj Parikshit then began to rule over the world as a great devotee of the Lord under the instructions of the best of the twice born Brahmanas. He ruled by those great qualities which were foretold by expert astrologers at the time of his birth. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you also have the Devanagari script, please? Thank you. Hare Krishna. Text 2. Sa uttarasya tanyam upayema iravatim janme jayati chaturas tasyam utpadayat sutan. Text 3. Translation. King Parikshit married the daughter of King Uttara and begot 4 sons headed by Maharaja Janamejaya. Text 3. Ajarhashvamedhastrin Gagayam Bhuri Dakshinam Sharadvatam Guram Krutva Deva Yatra Kshi Gocharaha. Translation. Maharaj Parikshit, after having selected Kripacharya for guidance as his spiritual master, performed 3 horse sacrifices on the bank of Ganges. These were executed with sufficient rewards for the attendants, and at these sacrifices, even the common man could see demigods. Text 4. Nichagraha Hojasa Viraha Kalim Dviga Vijaye Kvachit Nrupalingadaram Shudram Ghanantam Govimitunam Pada. Translation. Once when Maharaj Parikshit was on his way to conquer the world, he saw the master of Kali Yuga, who was lower than a Shudra, disguised as a king and hurting the legs of a cow and bull. The king at once caught hold of him to deal sufficient punishment. Text 5. Shaunaka Uvacha Kasya Hetor Nijagraha Kalim Dviga Vijaye Nrupaha Nru Deva Chinha Drukshudra Koso Gamyah Padahanat Tat Katyanta Mahabhaga Yadi Krishna Katha Shrayam. Translation. Saunak Rishi inquired, why did Maharaj Parikshit simply punish him, since he was the lowest of the Shudras, having dressed as a king and having struck a cow on the leg? Please describe all the incidents if they relate to the topics of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Can I request Rasalila Srimati Mataji now? 6 to 10.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Okay, text 6. Athavasya padamboja makrandaliham satam kim anye asad alape ayusho yad asadvyaya. The devotees of the Lord are accustomed to licking up the honey available from the lotus feet of the Lord. What is the use of topics which simply waste one's valuable life. Text 7. Shudrayusham ninamanga martyanamritam ichitam iho bahuto bhagwan mrityu shamitra karmani. O Sutta Goswami, there are those amongst men who desire freedom from death and get eternal life. They escape the slaughtering process by calling the controller of death Yamraj. Text 8. Na kaschin mriyate tavad yavad aste ihankataha etad arthamam ihi bhagwan ahyuta parmarishibhi aho nirloke piyeta hari leelamritam bacha. As long as Yamraj, who causes everyone's death, is present here, no one shall meet with death. The great sages have invited the controller of death, Yamraj, who is the representative of the Lord. Living beings who are under his grip should take advantage by hearing the deathless nectar in the form of this narration of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. Text 9. Mandasya mandpragnasya vayo manda ayushas chave nidraya hiyate naktamam diva cha vyartha karma bhi. Lazy human beings with paltry intelligence and a short duration of life pass the night sleeping and the day performing activities that are for naught. Text 10. Sutavacha yada parikshit kuru jangale avasat kalim pravishtim nij chakravartite nishamya vartam aniti priyam tataha sharasanam samyug sonder adade. Sutta Goswami said, while Maharaj Parikshit was residing in the capital of the Kuru Empire, the symptoms of the age of Kali began to infiltrate within the jurisdiction of his state. When he learned about this, he did not think the matter very palatable. This did, however, give him a chance to fight. He took up his bow and arrows and prepared himself for military activities. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, Mataji. Beautifully recited. So next reciter is Her Grace Jahna Kanya Devi Dasi Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Text 11. Swalankritam swa maturangai yojitam ratam rijendrad daivam ash ritapurat vritoratasva dvijam. Oh, sorry, I can't read very. Vritam vrito rasvadva vipati yuktava swas evayad digvijabaya nigataha. Maharaj Parikshit sat on a chariot drawn by black horses. His flag was marked with the sign of the lion. Being so decorated and surrounded by charioteers, cavalry, elephants, and infantry soldiers, he left the capital to conquer in all directions. Text 12. Vadrasva ketu malamscha bharatam kotaran kuran kim purushadini varsani vijitvat jagridhi balin. Maharaj Parikshit then conquered all parts of the earthly planet, Bhadrava, Ketumala, Bharata, and the northern Kuru, Kimpurusha, etc., and exacted tributes from their respective rulers. Text 13 to 15. Is it 16, is it? 13.
13 to 15. 3 verses.
Yeah. Tatra tatrupa srinivanaha swapure vesam mahatmanam pragyayana mamnam yasaha krishna manatmaya suchakam atmanam parti paritratam ashvatam no shra tejasaha sneham vrishni partamanam te sambhaktim keshave te bhiya parama santushtaha priti ujrim bhitalochana Mahadanani Vasamni. Dadau Haran Mahamanaha. Translation. Whenever the king visited, he continuously heard the glories of his great forefathers, who were all devotees of the Lord, and also of the glorious acts of Lord Krishna. He also heard how he himself had been protected by the Lord from the powerful heat of the weapon of Ashvatthama. People also mention the great affection between the descendants of Vishnu and Pruta, due to the latter's great devotion to Lord Keshav. The king, being very pleased with the singers of such glories, opened his eyes in great satisfaction. Out of magnanimity, he was pleased to award them very valuable necklaces and clothing. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So beautifully recited. Okay, thank you. And the next reciter is Bhaktini Smriti Kana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna all devotees. Sharatha Parshada Sebano Shakha Daita Virasana Anugamon Stabano Pranaman Snigdeshu Pandoshu Jagata Pranoting Chobinsho Bhaktin Karati Nipoti Sharanare Brinde. Maharaj Parikshit heard that out of his causeless mercy, Lord Krishna, Vishnu, who is universally obeyed, rendered all kinds of service to the malleable sons of Pandu by accepting posts ranging from chariot driver to president to messenger, friends, watchmen, etc., according to the will of the Pandavas, obeying them like a servant and offering obeisance like one younger in years. When he heard this, Maharaj Parikshit became overwhelmed with devotion to the lotus feet of Lord. তস্যৈবং বর্তমানস্য পূর্বেষাং বৃত্তিম অন্যহম নাতি দূরে কিলাশ্চর্যম যদি যদি শীত তন্নিবোধ মে. Now you may hear from me of what happened while Maharaj Parikshit was passing his days hearing of the good occupation of his forefathers and being absorbed in thought of them. Sloka 18. Dharma padoikeno charam vichcha ayupolabhogamam pritchoti smasrubadanam vibotshama bimataram. The personality of religious principles, dharma, was wandering about in the form of a bull, and he met the personality of earth in the form of a cow, who appeared to grieve like a mother who had lost her child. She had tears in her eyes, and the beauty of her body was lost. Thus, Dharma questioned the earth as follows. 19. Dharma uvacha kuschid bhadre anamayam atmanoste vichaya snayotam ishatmukheno alakhaye bhavoti mantoradhim durem bondhur shochoshi kanchanambam. Dharma, in the form of a bull, asked, Madam, are you not hale and hearty? Why are you sorry? Why are you covered with the shadow of grief? It appears by your face that you have become black. Are you suffering from some internal disease, or are you thinking of some relative who is away in a distant place? Sloka 20. Sorry. পদৈনন্যম শোচোষি মা ekopadam matmanam বা বৃষলেই ভোক্সামানম আহো সুরাদিন ঋত ভাগান প্রজা শীত মঘবতী অবর্ষতি. I have lost my 3 legs and am now standing on one only. Are you lamenting for my state of existence, or are you in great anxiety because henceforward the unlawful meat eaters will exploit you? Or are you in a sorry plight because the demigods are now bereft of their share of sacrificial offerings because no sacrifices are being performed at present? Or are you grieving for living being because of their sufferings due to famine and drought? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So beautifully recited.
Thank you. Very well.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so next reciter is Her Grace Gaurangi Devi Dasi Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, हरे कृष्ण माता जी, धन्यवाद प्रणाम. आराध्यमाना स्त्रिया उर्विमालान् शोचाशयतो पुरुषादैरिवार्तान् वाचं देवी ब्रह्मकुले कुकर्मण्य ब्राह्मण्य राजकुले कुलग्रायान्. Translation: Are you feeling compensation for the unhappy women and children who are left forlorn by unscrupulous persons? Or are you unhappy because the goddess of learning is being handled by brahmanas edited to act against the principles of religion? Or are you sorry to see that the brahmanas have taken shelter of administrative families that do not respect Brahminical culture? Text 22. Kim Chatra Bandhun Kalinopasistan Rashtani Vataira Baropitani Itastatu Vasana Panavasa Isnana Vyayonyan Mukhaji Valokam. Translation: the so-called administrators are now bewildered by the influence of this age of Kali, and thus they have put all the state's affairs into disorder. Are you now limiting this disorder? Now the general populace does not follow the rules and regulation for eating, sleeping, drinking, meeting, etc., and they are inclined to perform such anywhere and everywhere. Are you unhappy because of this? Text 23. युद्धम्बति भूरिभरावतारा कृतावतारस्य हरेरधिरित्री अन्तर्हितस्य स्मरति विशिष्टा कर्माणि निर्वाणविलम्बितानि. Translation: O Mother Earth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari incarnate himself as a Lord Sri Krishna just to unload your heavy burden. All his activities, there are transcendental, and they cement the path of liberation. You are now but bereft of his presence. You are probably now thinking of those activities and feeling sorry in their absence. Text 24. Idam mama chasya tavadimulam vasundarena vikarsitasi kalena vati balinam balyasa surirchitam kimritamamba saubhagam. Translation: Mother, you are the receiver of all riches. Please inform me of the root cause of your tribulation, by which you have been reduced to such a weak state. I think that the powerful influence of time, which conquers the most powerful, might have forcibly taken away all your fortune, which was adored even by the demigods. Text 25. Prabhuji is Sanskrit.
The page there is no. Sorry, Mataji. So it is. I don't know why it is not here for this verse.
Okay, I will have a look my book. 25 is in it probably. Yeah. धरण्यवाच भावन् हि वेद तत्सर्व यन्मधर्मानुपृच्छसि चतुर्वेदवातरसे येन पादैर्लोकसुखवहैः. Translation: the the earthly uh, deity in the form of a cow, and those replied to the personality of religious principles in the form of a bull. O Dharma, whatever you have inquired from me shall be known to you. I shall try to reply to all those questions once you two were maintained by your four legs, and you increased happiness all over the universe by the mercy of the Lord. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please forgive to me. I did mistakes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So you did very beautiful recitations in Sanskrit and English. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we shall move to the next one, next reciter, 26 to 30 by Bhakti means Sakshi Gangavin Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mahaprabhu. Text 26 to 30. Sorry. Satyam Shaucham Daya Kshanti Tyagam Santosha Arjavam Kshamodamastapa Samyam Titi Kshoparati Shrutam Jnanam Viraktireshwaryam शौर्यं तेजोबलं स्मृतिः स्वातन्त्र्यं कौशलं कान्तिर्धैर्यं मार्दवम् एव च प्राङ्गल्भ्यं प्रशयशीलं सह ओजोबलं भगः गाम्भीर्यं स्थैर्यमास्तिक्यं कीर्तिमानो नहङ्कृतिः एते चान्ये च भगवन् नित्या यत्र महागुणः पार्थ्या महत्त्वम् इच्छिर्दिनर्भ विनीयन्ति स्म कहिर्चित् तेनाहं गुणपात्रेण श्रीनिवासेन साम्प्रतम् शोचामि रहितं लोकं पापमना कलिनेक्षितम्. Translation: In him resides 1. Truthfulness, 2. Cleanliness, 3. Intolerance of another's unhappiness, 4. The power to control anger, 5. Self-satisfaction, 6. Straightforwardness, 7. Steadiness of mind, 8. Control of the sense organs, 9. Responsibility, 10. Equality, 11. Tolerance, 12. Equanimity, 13. Faithfulness, 14. Knowledge, 15. Absence of sense enjoyment, 16. Leadership, 17. Chivalry, 18. Influence, 19. The power to make everything possible, 20. The discharge of proper duty, 21. Complete independence, 22. Dexterity, 23. Fullness of all beauty, 24. Serenity, 25. Kind-heartedness, 26. Ingenuity, 27. Gentility, 28. Magnanimity, 29. Determination, 30. Perfection in all knowledge, 31. Proper execution, 32. Possession of all objects of enjoyment, 33. Joyfulness, 34 immovability, 35 fidelity, 36 fame, 37 worship, 38 pridelessness, 39 being as a personality of Godhead, 40 eternity, and many other transcendental qualities which are eternally present and never to be separated from Him. That personality of Godhead, the reservoir of all godness and beauty, Lord Shri Krishna, has now closed his transcendental pastimes on the face of the earth. In his absence, the age of Kali has spread its influence everywhere. So I'm sorry to see this condition of existence. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So beautifully recited. Very nectarian verses. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so next is Bhaktini Meenakshi Rana Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. 631. Atmanam chanusochami bhavantam chamarotamam devana pritunushina sadhuna sarva. Sorry, devana pritunishin sadhuna sarvana vana tatha sraman. I am thinking about myself and also obsessed amongst the demigods, about you as well as about all the demigods, sages, deities of Pitruloka, devotees of the Lord, and all men of obedient to the system of Varna and Ashram in human society. 3 प्रमादयो बहुतेश यदपातनमोक्षः कामास्तपसमचरण भगवन् पद्मनना सा श्री स्ववासं विदन् और विदवन् विहाय यत्पाद शुभमङ्गलं भजते नूतनोक्ता तस्याहं वृजकुले सा कौसले केतुकेतेः श्रीमत्पदभे भगवत समलकृतादिनि त्रिनत्यरोचस उपलभ्य ततो विभूति लोकान् समाव्यसुच दुःस्वम्यन्ति तदन्तये. Lakshmi ji, the goddess of fortune, whose claims of grace was sought by demigods like Brahma and for whom they surrendered many a day unto the personality of Godhead, gave up her own abode in the forest of lotus flowers and engaged herself in the service of lotus feet of the Lord. I was endowed with specific power to supersede the fortune of all the 3 planetary systems by being decorated with the presence of the flag, thunderbolt, elephant, driving rod, and lotus flower, which are signs of the lotus feet of the Lord. But at the end, when I felt I was so fortunate, the Lord left me. Yovi mamati paramasu. Sorry. यो वे ममाति परमासुर सुरवसंरग्ना मोक्षोणिनि सन्त मपानुपन पददाम आत्मतंत्र दुःखस्मुनं पद आत्मपुरुषेण सम्पादयन् यदुसरम्य विप्रदुक्रम. O personality of religions, I was greatly overburdened by the undue military phalanxes arranged by enthusiast kings and I was relieved by the grace of personality of Godhead. Similarly, you were also in a distressed condition, weakness in your standing strength, and thus he also incarnated by his internal energy in the family of the Yadus to relieve you. कावा सहित वीरः पुरुषमुत्तस्य प्रेमावलोक रुचिरस्मित वल्गुजस्पे स्तेयसमाना अहरं मधुमान् अहमरं मधुमानिनाना रो रोमोऽसवोमं यदस्ति वितत्कृतया who therefore can tolerate the pangs of separation from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He could conquer the gravity and passionate worth of his sweetheart like a Satyabhama by his sweet smile of love, pleasing glance and heartily appears when he traversed by Earth's surface. I would be immersed in the dust of his lotus feet, and thus would be so sympathetically covered with grass, which appears like hair standing on me out of pleasure. Thus तयोरेव कथयतो पृथ्वीविदं धर्मयोस्तदा परीक्षिणामां राजसी प्राप्त प्राची सरस्वतीमा. While the earth and the personality of religions were thus engaged in conversations, the saintly king Parikshit reached the shore of the Saraswati river, which flowed towards the east. Thus, end of the Bhakti Vedanta purport of the first canto, 16th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled How Parikshit Received the Age of Kali. Hare Krishna.
Apologies, so I was talking in the mute. Thank you, Mataji, and everyone for beautifully reciting all the verses and translations. So there is only one verse to be recited by all the devotees. So can I request, we are not going deep into this to discuss further, just the recitation of the verse. So we have been in the learning session, just to give respect to those learning session. Just only the recitation, we are not going into the discussions. Dear devotees, kindly take this opportunity, everyone. So can I request all the devotees, take one after another, just to recite. Dana Srestha Mataji, would you like to go in the alphabetical order?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandatam. Yes, Prabhuji.
3 times, please.
Ataham pumbirj ataham purvija ataham pumbaviram davija se shrestha varnasramam vivagasyaha sonosthetasya dharmasya संसिद्धेश्य धर्मस्य समधीरः हरितोषणानम् अतः पुंबवीर दवीज श्रेष्ठम् वर्णाशास्त्रं विभागशः सोनुतिस्थस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धस्य हरितोषिणम् अतहं पुमंबीरं अतहं पुंबवीरं दवीजश्रेष्ठ वर्णाश्रमं विभागस्य सोनुतिस्थस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्वे हरितिषोणम् हरि बोल प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Can I request the next devotee, Gaurangi Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Okay. अतः पुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठ वर्णाश्रमविभागशः सनुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अतः पुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठ वर्णाश्रमविभागशः सनुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अतः पुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठः वर्णाश्रमविभागशः सनुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् हरे कृष्ण
Mataji. Can I request the Jahnu Kanya Mataji?
Hare Krishna. Atha pumbhir Shreta Varnashrama Vibhagasaha Swanushthitasya Dharmasya Samsiddhir Haritoshanam Atha Pubhir Dvijasrita Varnashrama Vibhagansaha Swanushthitasya Dharmasya Samsiddhir Haritoshanam Atapumbhirsdvijashrita Varnashrama Vibhagasaha Swanushthitasya Dharmasya Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Can I request Meenakshi Mataji next?
अतः पुष्मिद्विजश्च अतः पुष्मिद्विजश्रेष्ठा विभागस स्वनुस्थितस्य धर्मस्य संसदि हरितोषणम् अन्तः पुंभिद्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमविभागसः स्वनुस्थितस्य धर्मस्य संसदि हरितोषणम् अतः पुंभिद्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमविभागस स्वनुतिस्तस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धि हरितोषणम् कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Can I request Radha Sevika Mataji next?
अतः पुंभिद्विजश्रेष्ठः वर्णाश्रम विभागसः स्वानुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अतः पुंभिद्विजश्रेष्ठः वर्ण आश्रम विभागसः स्वानुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अतः पुंभिद्विजश्रेष्ठः वर्णाश्रम विभागसः स्वानुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अतः पुंभिद्विजश्रेष्ठः वर्ण आश्रम विभागसः स्वानुष्ठि तस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम्.
Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Can I request Ras Leela Srimati Mataji?
Hare Krishna, sorry, just अतः पुंभे द्विज्येष्ठा वर्णाश्रमा विभागशः सनुष्ठस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अतः पुंभे द्विज्येष्ठा वर्णाश्रमा विभागशः स्वनुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अतः पुंभे द्विज्येष्ठा वर्णाश्रमा विभागशः स्वनुष्ठस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम्. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Next, can I request Sakshi Gangavan Mataji?
हरे कृष्ण अत पुंबी द्विजश्रेष्ठ वर्णाश्रम विभागशः स्वनुष्ठिस्तस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अत पुंबी द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रम विभागशः स्वनुष्ठिस्तस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अत पुंभिद्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमविभागशः स्वनुष्ठिस्तस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम्. हरे कृष्ण.
Thank you, Mataji. Can I request Saranya Mataji?
हरे कृष्ण अतः पुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमाविभागशः स्वानुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य सांसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अतः पुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमाविभागशः स्वानुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य सांसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अतः पुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमाविभागशः स्वानुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य सांसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम्. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Can I request Ratan Chakravarti Prabhuji?
Can you?
Yeah, you can try.
Also, Prabhuji, I am trying first.
Yes, Mataji, please.
अथ अथः पुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमो विभागशः सनिष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अथ पुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमो विभागशः सनिष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अथः पुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमो विभागश सनुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम्.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
पुंभि
अथ पुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमविभागशः सनुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अथ
द्विजश्रेष्ठा
अथ पुष्टि द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमविभागस्य सनिष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् अथ अथ तुष्टि द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमविभागस्य अनुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य samsiddhi haritosanam. Hare Krishna.
You can also, could you please also read the translation, Prabhuji?
Yeah. 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 Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Just one few seconds. 13, 9. Yeah, 13. Yes. Yeah. O dear, among the twice born, it is therefore concluded that the highest perfection one can achieve by discharging the duties prescribed for one's own occupation according to caste division and order of life is to please the personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And thank you so much, all the dear devotees, for taking part in recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam and also learning of the shloka. So when we recite 3 times and hear number of times, it will register in our mind permanently. So that is for learning and translation. We have also recited. Okay, so that is from.
Yeah, in fact, sorry, Prabhuji, this text was very easier. It's comparatively easier.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Yeah. And Prabhupada always recite this one when he mentioned Varnashram. We have to maintain Varnashram. He mentioned this one. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. And dear devotees, if you have any, if you wanted to share anything, and from the announcements perspective, once again, our week is starting, so there are no further special announcements. If you have got any updates from the temple or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. There are no further updates, and then if you are happy, we shall conclude our session and continue with further japa.
Hare Krishna, everyone, please unmute and we have to allow Amaga Prabhu, please, because we are learning many things from him. And he inspired us, actually, motivational. He is very motivational person. How he engaged us for the devotional service, especially attached with Srimad Bhagavatam. Please, everyone, unmute and say loud Haribol, please. Hare Krishna.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Haribol.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Really appreciate. Yes, we got this best place to practice for the Bhagavatam. Even Ayush, it's really nice to learn it, Prabhuji. Before I don't know about the Sanskrit word, how to pronounce it. Pronunciation. Since I joined this association, I learned how to pronounce and how to sing, how to understand this Bhagavatam, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. All glories to you and Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for this song. Thank you.
Haribol.
Hari Bol.
All glories to all the devotees. It is everything among Satam Prasangan Mama Veera Samvido Bhavanti Hrutkarna Harasayana Kataha Tadjoshanadas Apavarghavatmani Shraddha Ratihi Bhakti Anupimshit. It is Devotees Association. We are just instruments and all Prabhupada's mercy on us and Krishna Krupa on us. So that is all transcendental. Everything is going under Krishna's supervision. We are just instruments. Thank you so much for giving your association and encouraging me also to take part in this. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I can see how the group has moved on so well. We've improved a lot considering from where we started. And also, I was a bit, I was awaiting the, translating the Sanskrit word. I don't know. Have you stopped doing that?
So those are the words. Because we are running out today, we have got recitation. So but
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
No worries. No worries. I thought it was omitted.
No, it's better to respect.
I was just wanting to stretch you a bit more. Sorry.
Just what
Haribo.
time consciousness of all the devotees.
Yeah. Hari Prabhuji, what is the next lesson we are learning? You can give task earlier so that we can prepare.
Oh, so motivated.
1 to 13 you mentioned already. So what will be next lesson?
So in Srimad Bhagavatam, the first 3 chapters we have to learn by heart. So because it is summary of entire Srimad Bhagavatam, that's why at least we have to do 3 chapters. So now next week, like for 14th verse, we are going to do it. But special topics on Saturday mornings to cover essential parts of Srimad Bhagavatam to bring up the consciousness and the mood of a devotee to reach to the Goloka. That is the next thing. It is in the sequence. We are going to discuss on the Goloka chart, Goloka and Brahma Samhita, those topics. But learning things, it is a ongoing thing. There is no, it is unlimited. So it is, we
Hare
need to keep.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. And I would like to say that how impressed I am with Gaurangi Mataji, who was so shy and worried, and now she's so fluent in her recitation. I'm so happy. I'm so Haribol. I'm so happy for her.
Yes, yeah, I was.
Hari Bol Mataji.
But her Sanskrit is always very good.
Yeah, her Sanskrit pronunciation is very nice. With,
Yeah.
Yes, but even her English is
rhythm.
coming on beautifully.
Yeah, exactly.
She's
Thank
very
you.
humble.
Mataji,
Hari
Prabhuji.
Haribol.
All of this Sangha Prabhuji, all of gave me this Sangha. Thank you.
Encouragement, yes, is beautiful. This group is very encouraging, I must say.
Haribol. That is what we need to do. We need to go together. We need to be advanced together.
In
not
fact,
only for our own self.
In fact, that is a Bodhayantam Parashparam. That is the Krishna consciousness. So that means we have to Bodhayantam Parashparam means we are engaging in Krishna consciousness. So that means whatever Amak Prabhu is learning, he is trying to give some lesson to us so that we can reach. That is, it is the real Krishna consciousness. I mean, like as we can exchange each other. Then Krishna will help us so that he will give light so that we can come to his planet. That is he mentioned in Chatushleki Bhagavad Gita. Haribol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We were born with this purity, but we lost it as we grew up. Because when you watch a child share everything, and they don't discriminate what you look like and what you've got. They're just so innocent, and that's how we should be, innocently sharing and caring for each other.
It's all
Haribol.
devotees are like all devotees are so compassionate, and we got Radha Sevika Mataji, Raslila Mataji, Sakshi Mataji, Dinasrishta Mataji, Meenakshi Mataji, and Smritika, everyone, and Serenya Mataji, everyone are interested in the philosophy and Krishna's lotus feet. So it is in the Bhagavatam also said, Lihanti. Lihanti means just licking the honey at lotus feet of Krishna. That is all the devotees are doing. It is very fortunate to have all your association. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful association and all the devotees. I feel so fortunate to be in your blissful association. And thank you so much, Prabhuji, for helping us to learn the verses as well. I felt really nice, because it's very easy to learn with all the devotees. And all glories to all, all your beautiful services. And all glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to all devotees. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. Hare Krishna.
Well said, Mataji. I think, that means good association, isn't it? This is what we attract each other and we want to be together and we share. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Prabhu, one of the most amazing things is that you kept it going. Like, that takes so much dedication. And everybody, obviously everyone's joining. It, like, normally things start and then they kind of like, but this is like constantly growing, and I think that's just amazing. Yeah, I think that's a lot to do with everybody, but also the leader of the group, which you hold it together so nicely, and it really inspires everybody to come. And then if we miss, we think, oh, we missed it. Because there's just nectar all the time, and there's nothing is repetitive, it's always new. And I think that is that's so wonderful.
Yes, Mataji, you are right. If we miss one day, we think that thing missing. Always, whole the day we miss something. So really, our soul likes to come back. So sometimes we can't manage, but body part doesn't permit. But the soul always likes to come to hear this Bhagavad Katha.
Uttam Bhagavatam Sevaya.
So we are really grateful to Amaga Prabhu.
I'm
Yeah.
grateful. You're great souls, so you're here. So I'm trying to be at your lotus feet to serve somewhere other, even though I'm not nearer to you. So I'm
To
getting
all
associated.
devotees also association. Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, Parasparanukatanam Pavanam Bhagavad-yashah Mito Ratihi Mita Tustihi Nivrittihi Mita Atmanah. This is how everyone feel. Mito Tustihi Mito Ratihi Nivrittihi Mita Atmanah. Just while deriving all the pleasure, and also we reach ultimate aim of the life. Nivrittihi Mita Atmanah. That is, Krishna says, Susukom Kartum Avyayam Pratyakshava. So this is how we take pleasure. Katayantascha mam nutyam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Okay, thank you so much, Mataji, for your kind words.
Thank you, Mataji. What you said is really nice. That if we miss it, we find it. I feel that if I miss it, that my day, I'm missing all day. Something is not right with me. I feel so good. In all your association and how Prabhuji explains everything. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I would like to say that this is the first time I attended this morning class, because I was attending another class, but it was so nice, so nice. First is the association, the most beautiful association of all the devotees and elated devotees like yourself, who is so dedicated and wanting to teach the nectar, and you are so knowledgeable, and this is so beautiful class to learn to every single word of the Srimad Bhagavatam, because this is Krishna himself. And I feel very blessed, and I'm really looking forward to joining the next Sunday class as well. And thank you once again, Prabhuji, for making this happen and teaching us so patiently the verses when we make so many mistakes. As such, I can talk about myself that I make mistakes. Please forgive me for the mistakes I make while reciting the Devanagari script. And thank you everyone for your association. And I also would like to say three Hari Bols to Amok Prabhuji for um, all his efforts in making this class happen every single um, every Saturday and every Sunday. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari
Thank
bol,
you.
Hari bol. Mataji, you are also so enthusiastic. You attend in another class. You gave me the opportunity, but I can't take. But you are participating in all classes, and you are sharing your knowledge. So we are also happy for your association. You will never finish. In fact, all devotees did like it's an asset, devotee association. So we really cherish the association. Thank you to all of devotees, and we should like advance in this way. So we should not leave one each like we should advance with everybody, and we should not leave behind anybody. Like this should be our goal. And this is my prayer to all of you, that please don't leave us. So please pull us in the path of the spiritual way. Thank you, all of you. Hari Bol.
It is all, Prabhuji's, Mokdas Prabhuji's association and all the devotees association, and he is pulling up, all of us together. So grateful to him.
Hare
Exactly.
Krishna. Well
Okay.
said. The key thing about this group is Prabhu. He include all of us. I think all of us feel belonging to this group, not some of us being left behind and some elevated. So he's
Exactly.
encouraging everyone to grow. And that's the key about this group. That's why it's so successful. Everybody's
Yeah.
keen to attend. They can't wait to get to it and participate. Nobody's saying, no, I can't do it anymore. Originally, we were like that because this is how groups, start up. But this group is because of the leader. We've got an amazing leader, and he does not hold
Yeah.
back. He does
Our
not hold
leader
back. He
is
gives.
humble.
Yes.
First of humble, and second of selfless.
Yes.
He is doing selflessly.
That's the two words, humble and selflessness, because he does not hold back. He shares everything. He's so transparent. You never go away thinking, oh, why didn't he say, what was that about? You always know where you are. And then that's why we participate and we feel eager to carry on. It's so beautiful. Thank you, everybody, for sticking together and being a wonderful, not an Oxbridge, I don't know what to call it, Gokulananda Bhajan. Radha Gokulananda Bhajan Kriya. So
exactly.
that
is our family. Hare
Of
Krishna.
Of course, this is our family, yes.
Yeah.
Well said.
Wonderful. I miss you guys for a whole week. I was so sad, but I was doing some service, so I wasn't sitting back.
We missed you as well.
Terrible.
Thank you.
Mataji, as you're speaking, I'm thinking of that verse from Nectar of Devotion that would describe Amol Prabhu really well, the Anya Vilashitashanyam one.
Yes,
Like,
Mataji, I thought the other day as well, this verse from Prabhuji.
Yeah, like
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah. It's hard to meet people like this,
Yes. Well said, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. It's your kind words. It is, we need to understand something is happening. There is everything, sacrifice of material things. Of course, not only me, but something behind also, something might be going on. We do not see those things, but but everything is Krishna's plan. And also devotees are intent to receive whatever they are destined to receive, and also that is also matters, and we are acting as a instruments, and we carry out in such a way as part and parcel of Krishna. Mamayvamsha Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. And Krishna's desire is to bring back all the conditioned souls back to Goloka, where we go enter into that Rasa Mandala in between Viraja and Sadashringa mountain. There are Laksha Koti Gopi Jana and 30 crores of Gopa Jana. So we must be among them. Even though if we name all the women in this planet, it is even not even 1/10 part of the gopis in the Goloka. That is Laksha Koti, that is 1 trillion people, 1 trillion gopis. So that is where we need to be part of it. Prabhupada says we need to be one among those gopis in the Goloka, to be servants of Shri Shri Radha Krishna. So we keep our chanting and travel through this earth, and then through Vaikuntha, and then just go different planets, Ayodhya, Dwaraka, Madhura, and Navadvip, Jagannath Puri, enter into Shvetadvipa and enter into the Krishna's pastimes, and that is where our destination is. Until then, we keep chanting our Hare Krishna Mahamantra among the devotees association, and we go. Of course, if you're all traveling in one airplane, that would be very beautiful, but I don't know. Okay, so if you're all happy.
Haribol.
Haribol, that will be so nice.
Yeah.
So
We probably have wings then. We might not need the aeroplane.
So yes, Mataji, I thank our close associates in Goloka, so they may come to us and see each other, and then we will go with them possibly, and then they will show us whatever all throughout this cosmic manifestation in Krishna's creation, showing all these beautiful parts, and then we reach to Krishna's lotus feet like Sri Agni Maharaj.
Haribol. Haribol.
Okay, so if you're all happy, we shall conclude our session and continue with further japa. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय
Jai Prabhupada ki jai.
जय।
Have a Krishna conscious day, all devotees.
हरे कृष्णा
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.